Hello everybody, Dan here. Welcome back to Daily Soap Dish. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button down below because we cover a ton of 90 Day Fiancé right here on the channel. Right guys, so let's get into it. Today we have a story for you about Mary Demasu-ay from the Philippines and Brandan from the USA, who moved to the Philippines to be with Mary, who was his girlfriend at the time, his fiance. And we saw in the most recent episode that they finally got married. Now, news about this wedding has been out there on the internet for quite some time, and that's because Brandan's mom actually dropped those pictures on Facebook, and they were discovered by, reality TV sleuths that were digging. And so we knew about this wedding for some time. However, the wedding happened back in April, and there's been a ton of drama with these two since then. So today's video is going to talk about a couple of things. Are Mary and Brandan still together? Because Mary just went on Facebook not that long ago and changed her relationship status. So what exactly does that mean? She's also posted a bunch of things online that really hints that Brandan is not the man for her. And we've seen their issues play out on TV as well. Number two, we're going to talk a little bit about, their baby. Did she give birth to the baby? I've seen some comments asking about where was her baby bumps because, we saw the wedding pictures, and a lot of people remarked that she wasn't really sporting a baby bump at that time. So what exactly happened? Did she get pregnant a second time? There's tons of rumors about that. So we're going to talk a little bit about all these different things here. So let's start off with this piece right here, and then we will talk about those things, and we also have some more. So full video about Mary and Brandan, and we're going to take a look at everything. So first off, Mary's erratic behavior online has fans worried again. So 90 Day Fiancé, the other way couple Brandan and Mary Demasu-ay could have split up for good if Mary's cryptic IG posts are any indication. Mary and Brandan's relationship has been plagued with issues, with Mary expressing doubts about their compatibility and wishing that she had found someone better. And by my estimation, she didn't just say that once. I've come across that a bunch of times, recent and also older stuff that she posted, hinting that Brandan is just not the man for her. And we've even seen it on the show as well. Clues on Mary's Instagram story suggest that their relationship may be in trouble, as she has deleted photos of Brandan and changed her relationship status on Facebook. Now, despite rumors of a split, Brandan continues to post photos of him and Mary on Instagram, possibly to keep the outcome of the show's finale a secret. The tell-all might provide answers for fans. Now, 90 Day Fiancé, the other way star Mary is getting married to Brandan on season 5, but in real life, several clues suggest that they've already split. Mary's a 23-year-old dance enthusiast from the Philippines. She was fascinated by Harry Potter and Justin Bieber, so she was quick to swipe right when she saw Brandan on a dating app. Mary, however, had a troubled past. Mary's ex-boyfriend cheated on her multiple times, I think 10 times or something like that. She didn't want Brandan to do the same, so she made sure that he was with her on a video call 24/7 for 2 years of their long-distance relationship. Mary's controlling nature didn't change when he moved to the Philippines. Now that the spinoff is showing Mary and Brandan's wedding in season 5, Mary's Instagram stories are getting more and more disturbing. And here is one of them. And this was posted not very long ago, so not everything is worth fixing. The only reason people take you for granted is because they assume you'll always be there for them. Prove them wrong. Never give too many chances to those who had all access and abused it. There are better people out there who will cherish you. So she posted that. That was a day ago. This is the post right here on Reddit. And, this was not long ago. And we could see the comments here. She's ruining any chance they have to continue on the series. She's so mentally unstable and erratic with how she posts their business. She's constantly putting him on blast for being lazy, abusive, depressed. Then the next minute she wants to play happy couple to get cameos and donations. She's toxic, sneaky, and not that bright. I'm pretty sure they both lost their contracts with TLC for breaching their NDA. This other person says that their entire relationship could be the world's biggest dumpster fire. It makes for great trash TV, but I feel sorry for the baby. Maybe the plague of beetles at the wedding was a sign that they should have heeded. So she posted this a day ago, right? But then if we look back on Reddit, this was a month ago. And like I said, she's been posting these stories for some time. This was a month ago. She said Brandan's not good enough. Wish I found better. Go find someone better. We both deserve better, but not each other. So as you can see, it's not the first time that she posts something like this. And generally, this is not a good sign. I mean, this couple really gives me Paul and Karini vibes 2.0. I've called them that in the past. And every time that I see them, I really feel that way. I feel like actually they might not be quite as bad as Paul and Karini. They're still young, so I think that we got to give them a bit of a chance to get over this hump. I think the biggest problem with these two is that they're both very dysfunctional. They both have severe emotional issues. In my opinion, it looks like trauma. And you know, in the article that we just went over, and we're gonna continue that in a second, it doesn't really mention the fact that Mary was abandoned by her parents when she was younger and has been raised for the last little while by her grandparents. And I think a lot of people kind of glance over that, and I get the hate going towards Mary. I understand she's immature, and I understand that her behavior warrants a lot of criticism, but a lot of people glance over that, and it's not easy. It's not easy to be abandoned by your parents, and I think that you see it manifest itself in her behavior, in her overly controlling behavior with Brandan. It's obviously not an excuse, but you know, it's something that I think is very hard to get over. I mean, you guys will let me know what you think about that in the comment section down below. But I think that once that happens to you, you know, you might go your entire life feeling like you're just not good enough, like you're always going to be abandoned. And really, it can kind of ruin you as a person. And I really think that in this case, maybe what she needs more than anything is perhaps some therapy. And honestly, this goes for Brandan as well. Now, let's get back to the story here, and we have more stuff to talk about in a second. So her latest story is a repost that says not everything is worth fixing. So, you know, she talks about how she gave Brandan too many chances and how he's not good enough and how there's other people out there. And she keeps posting this stuff. Now, Mary and Brandan might be going through relationship troubles. Mary had told Brandan through her stories that he should go and find someone better because they both did not deserve each other. Soon enough, Mary deleted all photos featuring Brandan from her Instagram. She even took down pictures that showed him caressing her belly while embracing her from when she was pregnant. Moreover, Mary did an Instagram live where she was seen arguing with Brandan. The problems in Brandan and Mary's relationship began when Mary told him that she was having a baby. Brandan may have eventually thought of returning to the US, but a baby meant that he would have to marry her as soon as possible. Now, Brandan started distracting himself from Mary by sleeping late and playing video games basically all day long on his phone. He refused to help Mary make money. He didn't help her when she managed her new store. In fact, Brandan lashed out at Mary for being poor with financial decisions. Mary complained about the same to Brandan's mom, Angela, on the day before their wedding. She married him regardless and now appears to be regretting it. Mary seemingly changed her Facebook account relationship status from being married to being in a relationship. Brandan and Mary got married sometime in April 2000. I believe it was April 28. At least that's when the photos were shared. So it was in late April 2023. They are rumored to have given birth to their first baby in a couple of months. Mary seems adamant about wanting to end her marriage with Brandan now. However, he's been posting photos on Instagram about them, perhaps to avoid spoilers ahead of the show's finale. Now, if they did indeed split, the tell-all might solve the mystery to provide fans with some satisfaction. So, this is her status here that she changed on Facebook. So, people noticed this very quickly, that she went from being married to being in a relationship. People are not exactly sure what this means here. So, these are the different statuses that you can have here. Widow, divorced, separated, it's complicated, in a domestic partnership, married, in a relationship. So she changed it to being in a relationship. And this person right here, very cynical take, but this person says that this is better for her to open up her OnlyFans. Now, I'm just going to say, speaking about OnlyFans, and this is just to go on a slight tangent here, but I just came across information that some other people, I believe Ariella and Biniam, are on OnlyFans, and I was a little shocked by that. They're also on Unfiltered as well. So I don't think being in a relationship has anything to do with it. We know, and we've spoken about how Jasmine is very much on OnlyFans, even though she's in a relationship with Gino. And on OnlyFans, the way that she markets herself is, I can be your virtual girlfriend, which is a little weird to me, and I still don't really understand how that's kind of possible when you're in a relationship to kind of sell your services online as a virtual girlfriend. But I guess if that works for them, who am I to say anything about that? Still, I do find it weird. So I don't know that being single or being in a relationship would really make much of a difference here. They're just playing more games. They have 3 or 4 TikTok, 2 Facebook accounts, and 4 Instagram accounts between the 2 of them. This person says, yes, childish game, yes again. After I posted this, I noticed a TikTok from 2.5 years ago before Brandan moved to the Philippines. Apparently, it made him upset even then for her to call him boyfriend, not husband. She's probably mad at him and trying to be more subtle than posting a live of them fighting again. So, yeah, this was people came, screenshotted this yesterday. So she changed her status, and, this does seem to indicate that at the very least there are some serious problems, and Mary might be reconsidering her options. So, she also posted this, Brendan's not good enough. This was a month ago. So I have all these screenshots here, that I pulled up for them. This was the video that originally got us thinking that there are huge problems with this couple. I think that we played this already. I'm just going to play this for a second, and then we're going to move on to the next part of the video. So let's just see about what's going on here in this video. And basically, Mary is crying here in this video.
Because PS5 always get you mad. Games always make you mad. You're a wild drift game.
That's not why you tried to destroy it. You tried to destroy it because I was keeping the phone from you. And the reason I kept the phone from you is because I thought you were trying to destroy that too. Me and you have a history of breaking stuff. Sure, I broke stuff, more items. Okay, I get it.
But you're really gonna push me away? You're really gonna push me? So that I always bump my head in there?
You didn't bump your head.
I told you
on the pillow. I saw it.
Pillow?
The pillow, right next to it.
Of course, you always say that. When you hurt me, you always say that.
I always say you landed on a pillow?
So you can kind of get, the idea here. And this video goes on for about 5 minutes. This was taken from one of the lives that she did. Now, basically, over here, they're arguing about, his PS5 because he got a PS5. And, it makes him angry. And they're going back and forth about it. There's also some accusations of perhaps Brandan hurting Mary, that I heard something about her head. So it's not exactly clear. I don't know exactly what the accusation is, but something is thrown out there that he might have physically hurt her in the process, perhaps because he was getting mad and frustrated while they were playing games. And then you also heard Brandan talk about how they have a history of breaking things. So it sounds like perhaps this couple gets violent with each other. I don't know enough to really make a judgment one way or another, because this level of dysfunction is not something that we see very often. But you could see here Mary being, crying, breaking down. This just reminds me so much of the Paul and Karini, just so much dysfunction here, so much unhappiness. And of course, the rumor is that they have a baby while this is all going down. And so there's a baby somewhere in there as well, which kind of adds to the dysfunction. And you can see here the first comment that I see is, I feel so bad for their kids having kids, which is usually a recipe for disaster. Why the hell are these morons airing everything in public? This is also my problem with this, is I do understand having issues, and perhaps some issues are more toxic, more dramatic than others. But I feel like once you start putting it all out there, you're inviting criticism, and you're putting it out there for everyone to see. I'm not sure that it's smart. I don't know what you get out of that. And I really think that some of the stuff should be perhaps kept private between the two of them. I don't know if this is going to help their marriage. I don't know if this is going to help their family life. I don't know if this is going to help their child. And speaking of their child, I did say that we're going to talk a little bit about their child. So there's a lot of rumors out there, and I don't have this pulled up right now, but there are rumors that they have two kids. There's rumors that they have 2 children, or at the very least, Mary is pregnant with her second baby right now. Based on my research, based on what I could find, the details are as follows. I read a subreddit post a couple of weeks ago where a person said that Mary had given birth in August of 2022, not 2023, 2022. And it seems that from that point on, people kind of ran with that story that the baby was already born as of 2022. Now, I don't personally think that makes any sense. And the reason for that is because if that was true, then the scene that we just saw with their wedding on the show as we speak, that would mean that they already had the baby by that point, since that was filmed in April of 2023. And so they were hiding the baby. They were keeping the baby at home. And there's like this great big conspiracy by Mary, Brandan, the mom, everyone involved, also the TLC crew, to somehow keep this baby that they already had hidden. And I'm not exactly sure that that makes sense to me. So I don't think that it makes sense. I mean, they would also film basically the whole entire show while having a baby, and basically all of the scenes would have been rehearsed in a way. So even when they were talking about Mary getting pregnant, basically she probably would have already had the baby by then. So I don't know if I buy that theory. My thinking is that the date was simply a typo, and I think that she had the baby in August of 2023. And the reason for that is because in August of 2023, that's when Mary went on a live, and that's when people could hear a baby crying in the background of her live. And so people then, suspected that she had already given birth because they were hearing the baby, and they questioned Mary about it. And Mary then said, no, I don't have a baby. She made up some excuse that sounded kind of like bogus, that she was just kind of trying to cover her tracks. She said, I don't have a baby, we're just pregnant, or something like that. I forget exactly what she said, but she was kind of trying to cover her tracks. In my opinion, it sounds very reasonable that she probably gave birth sometime in August, or sometime around August, maybe, in July, late July. Not exactly sure, but I feel like that's when she probably gave birth. Now, the other issue is, like I said, a lot of people say that they didn't see a baby bump in April, and if she did give birth in August, if we do the math, she would have been about 4 or 5 months pregnant in late April of 2023. Should she have been showing more of a bump? I don't exactly, I don't exactly know. But that is, based on the research that I did, that is the info that I could come up with. And it doesn't look as if they're pregnant again. And I hope that they're not, because this relationship looks, by everything that we're seeing, looks to be completely doomed. These people are super toxic together. They're toxic apart. And I don't think that this is going to make a very good home for their baby, and so I think that they should definitely not have another one. So this is the story for today, guys. Let me just make sure that we kind of went over everything in here. This was the last part that I did want to go over here, and that's because this is actually kind of funny, because as we saw the wedding, and after the wedding, then Brandan and Mary both posted pictures on their Instagram, and so you had this person come, and this is absolutely hilarious. So this person said, beautiful wedding. Let's see if we can actually pull up the entire comment right here. And this person said, beautiful wedding. Honestly, she is not ready to have a child. You're way more mature than she is, and you deserve someone better to fit the lifestyle you want. Someone mature who wants the best for you out of life. I can see right through her, and it's not good. I just want the best for you, Brandan, and I mean that. I'm here to talk if you ever need anyone to vent to. I'm a very good listener, and I give Pitt good advice. Not that you have to take it, but still, you're a very kind-hearted man who deserves someone else. If there's any way to contact me, if you need to talk, this is my number, and that's your number right there. I'm in Florida. I'm here for you, Brandan, no matter what. I've watched you two from the very beginning, and it's so toxic to put a child around that. I'm here for you, and I promise you, I know we may not know each other, but I'm still mature and I'm still here for you. I got you. Please just keep your eyes wide open and be open-minded about dating somebody else. You can still co-parent like my son's father does. It's not impossible. You can still turn out to be very happy with someone who actually loves you more than anything in this world. Please keep that in mind. My name is Leslie, by the way. Oh my God. So Brandan has got himself a crazy, crazy fan, almost bordering on a level of a stalker here. That's kind of pretty insane comment to post there. So if Brandan and Mary don't work out, well, Brandan has someone that is waiting very happily for him and will take him, and, you know, very mature. You know, she does co-parent with her husband, I guess, but that's okay because that's experience that she can then put on Brandan, and then he can learn from that. That's just unbelievable right there. Now, if we just look at what else is going on with Brandan and Mary, so they posted this a day ago, their pictures of the wedding, and you know, they also posted, this is actually their joint account that they had. You know, they had this joint account since before they started the show, and it's very interesting because we see them, they're a little younger here, and they haven't used this account in quite some time. And, you know, it seems like they even had issues back then, posting just weird things, you know, like this right here, which people believe this was actually Mary posting and pretending to be Brandan, and said, what's going on? This is her husband being super clingy, not letting her go. My baby wants space, but I know that deep down she just needs some loving and kissing over the phone, and also need her loving kisses over the phone. So if you're reading this, please message Ace Danuccio to talk to her husband. Thank you. So kind of referring to Mary or Brandan as a husband, which is weird because this was in 2021 and 2020, and this was way before they ever filmed the show. And so a lot of people don't really know what to make of this. And of course, it's very interesting that they did have a joint account even back then. Were they always hoping to get on the show? Were they always hoping to do reality TV? It kind of begs the question of why exactly they had a joint account when they supposedly weren't even living together because they hadn't been able to meet since, you know, the COVID pandemic hit. And Brandan just recently went to the Philippines, you know, because of the whole situation with COVID and whatnot. And so very weird indeed. But this is the update, guys. It sounds as if, you know, this couple is on the outs, is breaking up. Mary is putting all these hints out there. Is this all a game to fool us, to get us to talk about it? I'm not exactly sure that these two are the best actors because they just come off genuinely as being super dysfunctional, but who knows with these two. You guys let me know what you think about the whole situation down in the comments down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you did. Hit that subscribe button for more content right here on the channel, and I will see you guys very soon. Take care.